Hey everyone, it's me Donna. I just wanted to update everyone and let you guys know that I'm still working on my invention idea, the smelly telly. I'm still rolling around with details of it and writing down things and kind of figuring out how I really would like for the design to be. Just kind of playing back and forth with that. And also, I've decided to take online courses and re-familiarize myself with coding and learn new things. Because I took a little coding back in college over 10 years ago. I don't feel like I really learned anything. Although the pseudo-coding teacher was real good, I learned, quite a bit from that about taking step by step in order to figure things out and all that type of thing. But the classes after that were pretty hard. The teacher, not to blame the teacher or anything, but it's like, for some reason, it's as if they assumed, like with C++, whatever, it's like the teacher just assumes that you already know what strings are, variables, elements, functions, objects, all that type of stuff. For some reason, it's like they already assumed that you knew, and they immediately went into coding, and they didn't really, go over the terms or anything like that. So I don't really feel like I learned anything. It's like immediately just boom. And even though I passed the class, still I just feel as though I didn't really get anything out of it. So the good thing about what I'm doing now is that if I don't understand something, then I can go back over it. Or I can, if I don't feel like one person's video is teaching me what I need to know, then I just go to someone else or whatever. I enjoy learning on my own. It's just more fulfilling, and I just feel like it sinks in better. So right now, I'm really trying hard to learn JavaScript. I think that it's very important from all the information that I've gathered. So that's where I want my main focus to be. And also I'm trying to learn, pick up, C++, stuff like that, kind of get, more of that in my mind, and pick up what I can of that. And I hope eventually this will pay off for me, even though I know I'm late in the game. I'm not in my 20s. I'm not a spring chicken anymore. I'm not even in my 30s anymore, so yeah. So I don't know what the future holds for me. I just know I want to change in my life, and I feel like this is the path I will need to take in order to make that happen. But again, I don't know where that will be or where that will lead, but I'm hoping it is on the right path and it will somehow help me. So yeah, anything I can do to better myself and improve my knowledge is a good thing, in my opinion. Okay. So, but also I have something else that has been rolling around in my head. Yes, folks, I have another one of my brilliant ideas, which I know every person thinks that their own idea is brilliant or whatever. And of course, ideas are a dime a dozen. But I have this idea for a new interactive website that includes both video uploading, chatting, chat room type thing, interaction that way, as well as an actual interactive area that is mapped out like the world. Okay. When you first sign up on this, I'm just going to kind of give you a general breakdown. I think I will, in another video, I will break the details of it down, because it's going to take too long, and I don't want to, make this video any longer than I have to. But the basis of it is, you know, you got your regular video area where, you know, you have up to so many minutes to do your video and whatever, up to a year, and then after a year you get more time, blah blah blah. And then there's the chat area where you can create an avatar and all that, and chat with other people and interact. And also, I think that adding a response thing to the video area, like up to 10 minutes, someone can respond to your video as long as they do it within a 10-minute time frame. I think that would be good. It will help, you know, more interaction and all that to occur. But anyway, all right. Then after that, there will be a separate area that is going to be basically like an interactive world that is based upon the world. And there will be, I mean, and it's going to take a while to create this, okay? I mean, this you know, this is going to take some effort and all that, okay? But you can pick out, you can pick out either your own state and maybe city, or whatever, or you can pick out anywhere you want to live. You can pick that area out, and the deal is you can visit there for free. Like, you get a trip there for free and a trip back out of this world for free, okay? But if you want to stay in this world, you have to rent a house, and rent, like if you want to travel around yourself or whatever, which you can walk for free, but if you want a vehicle, you can rent a vehicle, and each thing is based on like a monthly basis. You rent it, whatever, and you can go to amusement parks, you can have vacations, all this stuff, but of course it will cost you, okay? But here's the thing, okay, and of course eventually this, hopefully, if this ever came to be, comes to fold, hopefully there will be companies involved in everything, because there's some details that, which I will explain in another video, where it definitely involves product companies. It involves interactivity between people and product companies, interactions between each other, you know, individual people. There can be ways for people to make money in this interactive world, all that type of stuff. But again, it's going to take time. It's going to take, you know, getting people on board and all that type of stuff. So yeah, but I mean, it's just interesting. Like, it just keeps, more and more details just keep, you know, popping up in my head. I'm thinking, boy, this would be so cool if this could come to fold, if it could be created, you know, with all the programmers and stuff that's out there. This could really be something. It'd be neat if Google got on board, if not somebody else, you know, some other investors or whatever. But the name that I came up with for this is Interacticity. Let me see if I said it right. Yeah, Interacticity is what I'm calling it. So yeah, and then also, you know, there's going to be different areas of this. There can even be an area for people to join a love group, love connection type group, and go on interactive dates within this world and all this type of stuff. I mean, it's just, the potential is endless within this world. Seriously, it would just, you know, and it will run like on a 24-hour frame, and there will be light and dark. If you visit this world, you have 23 hours to get in and out voluntarily. If you're just visiting and you're not staying, without being booted out, okay? Unless you're staying with somebody. Like, if you meet up with somebody and they allow you to stay with them in their rented home, you can stay up to, like, you know, maybe 2 weeks without, you know, a thing popping up saying, hey, are you going to become a renter, or you have so much time to leave the leave this area, or you be booted out. Once you're booted out, you will have to wait 24 hours to re-enter. I mean, it kind of makes it fun and all this stuff. And, you know, it kind of like, you know, being a bad boy, bad girl, whatever, if you stay too long or whatever. I mean, it's just, there's just so much potential for this place. You know, people can become their own entrepreneurs in this world. People can teach dance. People can be car salesmen or car rental salesmen. People can be travel guides. I mean, it's just so many different ways that, you know, that people can make money and interact and build up a system. And it won't be based upon like ads for people's videos. Like, say, like YouTube makes its money, or Google makes its money off ads for people's videos. Well, that won't be the case in this website. Your money will be made off, if companies get on board and whatever, you can take surveys, you can win. There will be like a little sweepstakes area where you can win prizes, coupons, money, whatever, and then those can be exchanged for currency in this world. This world will have its own set of currency, all that type of thing, and it would just be so neat. I mean, I know there's other interactive worlds that people have created through the years. I've heard of it, where people basically live, you know, do commerce and all that. But this would be neat because it would involve, you know, your regular video channel, and whatever name you create for your video channel, that will be your name throughout the now you can give your real name, like if you're in the world and you want to just go by your real name or nickname or whatever, but up above it will be your channel name. So you're stuck with it. Whatever you choose to be your name, you know, your main channel or whatever, people will know you by that. But also underneath it, like it will show you as you're walking through the area, your channel name will be at the very top, and then below it can be either your nickname or your real name or whatever, so however you want to do it. But that's how, you know, people will know you, people will be able to see you, and you can, you know, interact. And it will be like avatars. You can create your avatar however you want it to be. It's just, you know, oh gosh, just so much potential, but it will take a lot of work, a lot of effort. It, you know, in the beginning, it may just have to start out as a video and a chat deal, and then, you know, that way to allow the programmers and everything to develop the interactive world. Okay, and then once that gets built and up and running, then there can be like a interact Galaxy, I think is what I called it, if I'm not mistaken. But it can be created, and then people can move around freely between other planets and this area, and this world, so to speak. And there can be vacations taken. There can be, you know, people can live on these other planets, all this type of thing. And you can rent, like I said, you can rent by the month. Like you rent your house by the month. Nobody stays permanently unless they pay each month. So let's just say you actually use, say, like $5 U.S. currency or whatever, and it equals to such and such currency within this world, okay? And you're renting a house or whatever, and you rent it for 30 days or whatever, okay? If you don't renew your payment, like if you don't have it on auto pay or you don't manually pay your next month's rent, then you have so many days until you're booted out. And then there will be other people that can come along, like they can have their name on a wait list to take your house if you don't pay your rent and you get booted out. And then they will have the option. It'd be kind of like eBay or whatever. Like after you get booted out, then it will pop up on their screen, and it will show them and other people's channels that want that house or whatever, and the quickest person that mashes the button gets the house. So that way they can rent it, and you have a chance to maybe get it back if you beat somebody else to the punch next time. Like, there's no penalty. Like, if you get booted out, there's no permanent penalty. You will have a chance later on if you want to get back in that house and somebody else gets booted out. Then if you're the quickest one on the draw, then you can get it back as long as you pay. Everybody has to pay up, okay? So, I mean, it's neat. This thing can make money for both whoever creates it and the product companies. It will be good promotion for them, and also it will be good for and a good chance to make maybe not as much money as you make in the real world, but like if you're unemployed or you just want some extra money on the side without actually having to go out and work a real job, so to speak, you can participate in this world and find ways to make money, even if it's filling out surveys or whatever. There's ways that it can be done. So I just think that it's really neat, and but again, like I said, who knows who else has already probably come up with similar ideas, or to a lot of people this may be crap. They may be like, oh my God, is she nuts? So, but I don't know, I just find it interesting, and I wanted to share. And like I said, I will make another video and go into more detail about it if anyone's interested, So yeah, I think that's all I want to say about it right now. I think. Oh yeah, I forgot to add that my hope is that if anyone likes this idea and they want to pursue it or whatever, hopefully they will allow some aspects of it to be done in like Russellville, Alabama, and Muscle Shoals, Alabama, those places. I mean, I would recommend keeping the brain of the operations, say like in maybe California or someplace like that, someplace out in the desert where there's not like any kind of real bad storms or anything like that. Because the unfortunate thing is places like Alabama, we do get tornadoes and things like that. So, we're kind of known for that, just like Texas and, other places within that range. But still, I would love to see something connected up with this be put in the town that I live in. Maybe something to do with, definitely some programming aspects of it. Maybe a call center related to it, dealing with, customer care, that type of thing. It would be nice if stuff like that would be split up between maybe a building in Russellville and a building in Muscle Shoals. So I hope that, that way that will give some experience and some, something better, some better jobs for people within these areas. Because people do go to college to learn computers in this area, but unfortunately a lot of them have to move away or, travel long distance in order to get jobs within that field. So it would be nice if some of that was brought in this area. So my hope is that if someone does like this idea and they go with it, regardless if I get paid for the idea or not, I don't really care, as long as jobs can be created within this area. And I would love to work, if a company or someone did do this and, got it going, I would love to work in some aspect within this. It would be fun, and I think it would be great. So that would be my hope, and I know I'm dreaming and whatever, but it's just something that I do hope will happen. But anyway, bye-bye for now.